So in this lesson, we will try to send our form to our MySQL and PHP. So in our previous lesson, we learned how to use our reactive form in our Angular by using FormGroup and FormControl. Okay. Now, before we start, let's see our structure for our database in our MySQL, where we can save our product data. Okay, so at this time, on our product table, we have here product ID, product name, description, and category ID. Okay, now let's try to send data using product name and the description. So to start with, we will be creating first our PHP where we can save or store data to our MySQL table or database. Okay, so let's now create our PHP. Okay, so let's create a PHP file and then we'll name this one as saveproduct.php. Saveproduct.php. Okay, so you save this one to your htdocs or to your web server. Okay, now to create a query for our MySQL, we will be installing this or storing this one in a single variable. Let's name this one as $Q. Okay, so we'll just simply use insert into our product table, and then the fields of our product, we will be using product name and then description. Okay, followed by the values. Okay, and then for this time we will be just placing a static value on our product name. So for example, let's say USB keyboard. Okay. USB keyboard. A4tech. And the description here will do. Okay, so this is our query. The next thing that we will do is that we have created during our previous lesson our DB connection. Okay, so let's just try to include our dbconnect.php. Okay, and then we'll pass the result to our variable of the MySQL I query that we will be executing this statement. So MySQL I query, and then followed by or inside the query that we have. Okay, for this time, instead of just a simple statement here, we will be placing this one inside our if statement. So meaning to say, if the statement is okay or successful, we will be displaying something. Okay, So let's try to echo something. Echo product save. Product save. Okay. Semicolon, or we'll just try to place this one in a variable. I like to place the variable inside an object variable in PHP. So to make this one an object, we'll be using std class. Okay, and then so dollar response, and then we will add a property which is message. Okay, equal to product message. Okay, so let's copy this one and then paste this one, and then we'll try to, if it's not successful, we'll try to display the error, and then followed by MySQLi error, so that we can know what is the error. And the last thing that we will do is that we will display the response, let's make this one response, or response in a JSON format, so that it is easy for us to have this in our Angular. Okay, so let's try to run this one. Okay, and then localhost. I've stored my file in a localhost, and then save product.php. Okay, so the problem is table POS product does not exist. Let's check. Okay, so our table name is products, it's with S. So let's save this one, and then let's check for our output. Okay, so category ID does not have a default value. Okay, so that's the message. So let's just get rid of this one by changing the null attribute or the null property of this particular field. So let's just check the null tick box and then put save. Okay, so let's go back here and then let's reload this one. Okay, so right now our message is already product saved. So let's see if our PHP is working. So we're able to store our query here. So product ID 1, product name, USB keyboard, description, and then the category ID is not. Okay, so our PHP right now is working. So the next step that we have is that how can we pass the data from our Angular going to this particular PHP. Okay,